All right, so I want to talk about a problem that was fulfilling my experience. Okay, so as a Pisces, as an intuitive person, as a lover of thinking, as a lover of figuring myself out, right? That's really what it comes down to. I was thinking during this trip, um, literally physical trip of going to California. Okay, a week long trip, and I realized this. It was exposed to me because I was with a Virgo. I was with someone who doesn't really think like I do. So the smacking awake of differentiation was like in my face and very hard to deal with. I didn't know how to deal with it until after, which is unfortunate. But whatever. It's the experience. We're in it. Okay. So I realized throughout this past like couple months, I've been third eyeing the crap out of my life. Okay, I've been seeing things. That's the third eye. You see things. The crown is understanding. The third eye is seeing. Root chakra, am, being, love, can, do, speak, express, see, understand. Okay, so if you are struggling, but you see the answers, it may be that your chakras are just so malfunctioned, overpowered in the third eye. Okay, now I can totally feel this because my third eye has always been frickin' popping, man. Same with the crown, but my crown was absent and my third eye was so seeing. My third eye would see everything. I could see the connectivity between me and this goddess experience, this partner, this beautiful person that I was with. I could see it all. 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 I could see the histories. I could see the deja vu patterns. I could see the visuals. I could see the portals. I knew everything. I knew it. But that does nothing. That does nothing. Knowing shit does nothing. Okay? Meditate without thinking. Without thinking. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Now you are probably thinking this. You're probably saying, I see the pattern. So what should I do? And to say, what should I do? You start thinking about what you should do, which then is thinking, which then is seeing, which then is just the same thing as you fucking do it. Okay? So what you got to do to get out of this thought progression cycle, this piece of baloney experience that you're troubling with, is to go somewhere else, is to be something else. Vibrate that root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart, right? Vocals, voice, throat, crown. Stop thinking. You don't have to think to live. You don't have to think to live, okay? It's such a misconception to think that, oh, we gotta have so much of our life planned out and make sure that we know what's gonna happen. We must have it planned. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Because I can't even plan. What the fuck? How are you supposed to plan? Do you know that sand grain is gonna be 2 inches from your left foot when you're walking across the sidewalk on your 586th step? Like, you don't fucking know that. So when you go into that in the infinite fractal expression of the universe, you can't plan for shit, okay? Now that is just a super example of what doesn't really matter. Like a grain of sand doesn't really matter. But it's still the same framework, okay? So get your mind out of this thought progression. Start breathing, and I know it. I know it, how much of a struggle it is in your mind and ego and your existence to want to fight and feel those thoughts and continue experiencing those thoughts. I get it. I get it. I get it, okay? Just live the life that you are in the moment. All you got to do is show up. All you got to do is show up. Don't worry about what's going on in your mind. And if you can, try to meditate. Try to breathe. Just start breathing. Something in a book. Here's a book. Great book. Okay? This will help you. It talks about something in particular that's really good is the ego, okay? And what our mind does to maintain that sense of experience. And one tip that this book gave was to just start feeling. And this makes so much sense because when I first started meditating, this is what I did. And I became super grounded in the state of existence when I was younger, 9th grade, okay? Is all I do when I'd meditate was one, stress reduction, anxiety reduction, but also I would just become aware of my body each and every night for like an hour, okay, 15 minutes to an hour, whatever. And what this recommendation is you start feeling your hands. You don't think feeling. You don't your hands. You don't think about the hands at all. Don't think about any physical representation of your body. Don't even associate yourself with the body. Don't associate yourself with anything. Realize that when you say my, me, I, myself, my thing, whenever you say this is mine, it's just you're creating the representation that this is an aspect of yourself, this accumulation of everything that you know. You're assuming that that is yourself. That if this is to go away, that a piece of you is then lost when you start name tagging. In your mind, that my, I, and that type of thing correlates to the actual existence and the being at which you are in the heart, okay? In the existence itself, the fractal conscious expression, that is just another piece of the fractal, all right? So, dissect what you see as yours. And by dissect, I mean, become aware that you feel a certain way about it. And that's all you have to do. Just become aware of it. Just become aware of it. Don't think why. Don't think how. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to figure it out. Same things with this hand feeling. Feel your hand. Don't try to figure it out. Just feel what you feel. Become limp. And realize that there's some sort of sensory input on these things of my thing, of this thing, of this thing. Let the feeling go where it is. Feel your feet. Become aware of your feet. Become aware of your body. Breathe. Become aware of your breath. That's the most powerful one, I think. And just become aware. Aware of nothing. In which then is everything. Okay? So, thinking, overthinking, you may have to balance your chakras. You may have to become aware. You may do, am, exist, become, be. You don't try. You don't keep fulfilling the pathway that it was once fulfilled by. You don't think by thinking more. You don't stop thinking by thinking more, okay? That's not how it works. So I hope this video was helpful. I mean, it was a big thing for me to realize that, so peace.